It is Captain Eric Tilson. We are out here this morning on a little bit different lake. We're on Lake Cypress this morning. I've got my buddy Connor, bass all year with me. We are out here this morning after some spawning fish. This is going to be your, not necessarily Lake Toho, but your Lake Toho and somewhat Kissimmee Chain March fishing report.
I saw it hot.
Just a little male. But this right here, guys, is why we're out here. It's a little male. That's that CPF Lures June Bug Bluetail Stickler Pro. Guys, today's gonna be an easy one. Stick around. We're gonna make this really easy, really fun.
Doing this kind of fishing, are do you concentrate on an area and you just do 360s around it all day? Or?
Yeah, especially, so like, not to harp on forward-facing sonar, but like if I go across a grass flat and I'm seeing a lot of activity and a lot of fish, I'll hit that area pretty hard. Some fish running around right there. And this is ideal right here, guys. All that is a little bit of eelgrass. So this is the bottom, and we got just like a foot, 2 feet of eelgrass growing off the bottom. These fish will spawn all in this. It's good stuff. Cycle back over to the Ferry One just because it is fun catching them on a Ferry One.
I caught a bass on a spinning rod, dude.
Lake after a rod. We're about to be hooked up. We're hooked up, boys. Nice fish for Connor.
Bad day, I'll have drag, ladies and gentlemen.
That's okay. He's probably going to break your leader off.
Oh God, not there. There he is. It's a good looking fish.
Great looking fish.
That thing right there. That must have fell off. Very good looking fish. Very warm, Eric.
Little post spawn or big male?
I'll go with big male on that one.
I think it's a big male.
I'd like to see his girlfriend, but
Check for the star. Nice, man. Got a bite on the Wacky. Does he have it though? Let's find out. We're hooked up, boys. That was a giant, guys.
6+, dude.
On the Wacky Stickler. That was a giant fish, guys. Just evidently didn't hook her good enough.
What are you gonna do?
What do you do? Essentially, Connor's showing a little bit different variation, but essentially still a Wacky Cinco. Got another bite here, guys. probably the male that was with that female, if I had to guess.
Unfortunately, yeah.
It's a nice looking fish, guys. CPF lures, 5.5 Stickler Pro. June bug bluetail.
Yeah, look way like that. I do like the slim one. That's cool.
That to me, most of last month, most of this month, and probably a large portion of next month, the #1 fish producing bait you can throw on a Kissimmee chain. June bug bluetail, CPF lure Stickler Pro. Work hard, patient, you will catch some big fish.
I mean, it can be a tedious way to catch them.
It's fun though. It is fun. Another one right here, boys. Alright guys, I'll take a moment here and show you how I'm rigging this. See, I got my CPF lures. It's June bug bluetail, 5.5 sticklers. Super easy. You get you a Wacky tool, Wacky O-ring tool. Slide your Senko in there. And I like to go, so since the beginning of time, worms, Senkos, you name it, whatever, have always had this smooth section on them, which would have been called the egg sac, kind of like because like a night crawler and a worm have an egg sac on them. I like to go to the back of that egg sac, just slide this O-ring to the back of the egg sac, pop it off, and then it's important that you make sure that you're relatively balanced center of the worm you're throwing Wacky style here. So I'll just fold it in half and kind of look at where my O-ring's sitting at, which we're pretty close right there. I take my weedless Wacky hook and I just pass it just underneath that O-ring, like so. And there you have it. That's the Kissimmee chain killer right now. The Kissimmee chain killer, guys.
Unblind, I'll go get my whistlers or woodies if I shoot either. The teal and the ringers, I could give it down. I shot 3 whistlers out of this one flock. Texas rig that time.
Another one for the June bug bluetail Stickler Pro.
Good looking fish too. Thought that was still there for a second.
I did too, he was digging. It's as simple as that, guys. You get you some June bug bluetail sticklers, you go to work. Nice fish right there, guys. See it? June bug bluetail stickler. Catch plenty of fish.
Danger, danger.
Hey, what's up, guys? All right, so we're back at the ramp now, and I'm going to go over my top bait picks for the month of March and the next few weeks. So we'll start with pretty much what I caught almost all my fish on today. You guys saw me catch a lot of fish. We caught some big ones on it today, and that was that Wacky rig, June bug bluetail, CPF lure, Stickler 5.5. I throw that on a Dobbin Sierra 703. It's a little bit stouter of a spinning rod. I got it paired up with a Revo Rocket. I really like that fast gear ratio. And I got 20-pound CPF lures 9X spooled on that Rocket. But you guys saw just how effective that little guy was. Put a lot of fish in the boat. My second pick, pretty much going to be the same thing, except Texas rig. We caught a lot of fish on that today as well. That's on my Dobbins Ecstasy 754. That is absolutely my favorite worm rod right now. Throwing that on 16-pound fluorocarbon, 1/8 ounce weight, 4/0 hook, pretty basic setup. Now, you guys did not see me catch any fish on it, but I did catch fish on it today off camera, and that was my 1/2 ounce B&B, or well, it's Bakewell Custom Jigs now. It was B&B jigs for a long time, but now it's Bakewell Custom Jigs. 1/2 ounce swim jig. You know, anything that imitates a bluegill this time of year is going to catch you some fish. Bluegill are probably the #1 predator to bass and their beds. They go in, they raid the nest, they eat the eggs. So bass do a pretty good job of keeping those guys cleared out. I got that on a Cadence 743, throwing that on 45-pound CPF lures 9X braid. And that color, in case you're wondering, from Bakewell Custom Jigs, that color is Toxic. It's a really good bluegill imitator, especially in clear tannic water. And I got a rage crawl on the back of that. You can pretty much use whatever trailer you want. And then probably the only other thing I would say that you could probably pick up some fish on is going to be a devil's horse. I love throwing a devil's horse. I throw it a lot. I get mine custom made by a guy named Brian Heberlin. You know, this is probably, over the last couple of years, I've experimented with a lot of different rods, and this is probably my favorite one that I've ever put together for throwing a devil's horse on. It's the Dobbins Champion 704. And I throw that on 17-pound mono. You really want to throw a devil's horse on a line that floats. I throw all mono because braid will wind up getting wrapped up in the prop, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to deal with. You know, I see people cut coffee stirs and put like plastic coffee stirrers in front, or they'll put like 10 bobber stops in front of it, and I just don't like doing that. I just throw it on straight mono. Never had an issue with it. But devil's horse, probably the odd one out right now. Haven't really been able to get a whole lot of fish to eat on that. We did catch one on it today. He was a little guy, but guys, that's it. You know, pretty much what I talked about in the last fishing report. The fish hadn't made it there yet. Well, they are up there now in full swing. You want to be around isolated cover, peppergrass patches, pads, whatever, something isolated. But like you saw just how effective today just fishing a shallow grass flat is. Lake Toho's full of eelgrass, Cypress full of eelgrass. That's it, guys. I'm gonna jump off here because you guys are about to get to listen to nothing but straight airboat. But if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll get back to them. See you.